Buenos dias, Gunners Collective. Back at it, you already know. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Like a motherfucking ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Like a motherfucking smack addict. Bye-ya. Bye-ya. All that is, you can tell by that thumbnail right there. Dum, dum, dum. It's red alert, right? Or is it? One never knows does one, but in Menudo in direct fashion, by the telling of that thumbnail right there, I can tell you not a lot of those guys are on the calles. They're not on the streets. A mass incarceration happened. A slow mass incarceration. So I was going to take one of you. I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of you. And Menudo, we'll take one of you. On power, we're going to go ahead and need you, right? Isn't it crazy, gente, how a super group for Northern California was formed? Now, there's been many super groups over the years. Groups that have come together and everybody was talented. Everybody just had that flame. Everyone had that spark. You know, groups like fucking New Edition. You know, groups like LSG. You know, groups where every single person in the group, Earth, Wind, and Fire, every single person in the group did their part. NWA, orale, minus fucking DJ Yella. Nah, he did his thing too, right? But every single person played their role, was a key part to the group, did their thing. Now, in Northern California, this new group, Red Alert, was one of those. A juggernaut, right? A lot of the youngsters that are very well known individually out there, all the way from Merced, all the way up to Yakima, Washington, these were the ones putting it down, you know, for Northern California representative music. And when I say Northern California music, I mean, they're not trying to confine themselves to the box. They're Chicanos, man. Chicanos, brown men. But they were from representing Norte Califas, of course. And they formulated a super group. Okay? Anyone who's from Northern California that listens to Northern California rap, you know exactly who these individuals are. GB Adam Merced, Acito, Young Iggs. Of course, you had Rico Too Smooth. You know what I mean? Doing it smooth like a motherfucker, right? And then, of course, Babyface Wood. And a couple others. And this group was booming. Right out the box, right from the gate, man. The push was behind them. I seen them, I was like, okay, all right now, little homies, right? Motherfuckers was going to get it. Okay, the bag was out there for them. They had a lot of push behind them, a lot of righteous individuals. G's in the game that have been around a long time, giving them that push and giving them that spotlight because they were the next ones coming, the next generation. And what happens? Not even less than 2 months later, beep, beep, boop, boop, boop. Woo! Got him. Hey, book him, Dano. Book him. Shoot the moon. Shoot the moon, right? Motherfuckers was on him. Okay, Young Iggs gets incarcerated. Rico Too Smooth is up out of there. Babyface Wood has to turn himself in on a case that he was already facing. 1, 2, 3, you're out, right? They're not playing. Were they targeted? Was this an effort to shut them down before they even started? You could look at it 2 ways. One, hey, it's just a coinky dinky. A stinky one, too. Stick up your ass, Wes, right? It's just a coincidence, man. It's summer, it's hot. Northern California, Southern California, you know, motherfucking guns start blazing, things start happening. People start watching each other and people get hurt and things happen. Now, a lot of these cases that they have are not major cases. It's not life terms. You're out of here, bye-bye, hasta luego, see you later, right? It's not nothing like that. It's a nitpicky type crimes. Possessions, getting caught with a little this, a little that, allegedly. That's putting these guys incarcerated, right? Now, you say to yourself, you know, okay, you know, shit happens. When you're out there in the streets and you're gang banging homes and then you're trying to make music and you're a real one and you're living real life, there's going to be real life consequences. Understandable. I understand that. You know what I mean? Coming from the gun, I definitely understand shit. I went through my shit. But I'll say I think it's funny. I think it's funny how right when this group came together, I mean, they had the nucleus. They had the core. You know, they were about to make some serious noise in Northern California. Maybe not necessarily in Southern California or throughout different states, but definitely in Northern California, they were going to be a force to be reckoned with. And still might. There's a chance. There's a slight possibility. But this sure fucked up their train, homes, that they had in full motion. You know, when you have momentum, when you caught that algorithm and you're going, everything's all good in the hood, homes. But people, police officers, things of that nature can quickly derail all your plans. Everything that you have going goes by the wayside. Now, a lot of people are like, you know what, Gun? They're young. They'll bounce back, and I'm sure they will. They're very talented. But it just seems very peculiar. Is that how you say it? Peculiar. Peculiar. It seems peculiar, right? That they definitely, right when they just shot out the fucking cannon, Holmes. Toma. You know what I mean? You get nothing. I thought you knew it, fool. You know how we do it, right? They're done. With the core being incarcerated of the group, it just was like, hey, red alerts, boom, and they're this, they're that, they're number one, they're about to do this. Done, right? And it's unfortunate. It's an unfortunate for the fan. It's an unfortunate situation for the fans that support them individually, and we're now ready to support them as a group. It's unfortunate for the push of the raza, young Chicano rappers that are trying to make it, that are barely getting their foot in the doors. These guys were doing everything the right ways. Not maybe necessarily gangbanging. That's on them, Holmes. That's their business. If they put it out there and they choose to put it out there, well, that's on them, right? But for the most part, 99.9% of them guys were doing the right thing. They were out there promoting their albums. They were out there in LA making business contacts, networking, not gangbanging, but networking, Holmes. Lining up all their pinchy fucking patos in a row, right? They were getting their ducks in a row and they were making it happen. And for the brown people, Holmes, that's all we ask is that doors be opened and let the little homies in one time for the mine before they have to throw a ski mask on and jump through the window, right? So we used to call it a box of chocolates. You never knew what you were going to get. Orderly, run, Forrest, run! Run, Flax, run! And that's just what it was. But let's look at it from an individual standpoint. You know, okay, we know that when Babyface Wood got involved in this mega group, in the super group, he already was facing tiempo. So that was a given, Hums. You know, he was wiggling, he was on the run, he was doing his thing. So he was going to have to go back to face his charges. That's a fact. That's actual facts. We already know that right off the top. Now, at the same time, and that's cool. You know, when you're living that life and you're in the street gangs and you're getting caught up and you're doing what you have to do for the bag, then you're going to face the consequences for your actions. He was man enough to turn himself in to go face them consequences, and respects for that one. Ain't no doubt about that. You know, he's a real one. He's going to take it on the chin, and when he win, you know what I mean? Come on back to the promised land. That's what real men do. They do real men shit. If you've done the crime, it's time to do the time. He'll go down there, he'll do 122s, just write a few essays, he'll be back. And that's just it. Whatever entails while he's in there and incarcerated, you know, I don't know how Washington State goes, but I'm sure he can hold his own and his name precedes itself and he'll be all right. You know, I think he'll be all right. He looks like he's a solid young cat, a striver, right? Then you got people like Young Iggs, man, out of the west side of Modesto, right? You already know what that is. Do so Juanita, man, I'm biased. Just is what it is. Respects to the young homie. You know, he's going to have to go in that Stanislaus County jail and figure that one out, right? They ain't playing over there, but I'm sure he will. You know, very well-known family, very well-known person. Again, another one who I think will go in there. This word gets a little tricky, right? Tricky dance moves. Ready to get tricky? And then we got a guy like Rico Too Smooth, Sacramento, Broderick, right? Now, I don't want to put their business out there, man. I don't like speaking on hoods or barrios, but the wind's blowing today. Now, when it comes to Broderick, I have known vatos from Broderick for a long time. That's West Sac. That's a whole little different type of city from Sacramento, right? But they still claim Sac, and it's pensana tira. It's hard to fucking to explain. Let's just say we call it West Side Sac. It's Broderick, the city of Broderick. Now, I've done a lot of time in YA prison with vatos from Broderick. Solid barrio, solid hood, solid homeboys, man. Good, righteous motherfucking norteños striving and achieving what they needed to achieve on them yardas. Now, holding it down. I will say that in the past few years, Holmes, going back to Broderick and wiggling through there, not kicking it, but wiggling through there, I've seen that the barrio has kind of changed a little bit. You know, I'm not going to sit there and shit on the barrio and say the barrio is no longer fucking in good standings or handling their business. But I know that that barrio right there, that one barrio has, it seemed like there was a lot more northern riders and dropouts that became involved in the surrounding areas of that barrio. Okay, I'm not necessarily going to put that on Broderick's lap, but I'm going to say that it's just that little area, man. I noticed that there was a lot more taggings on the wall and a lot more motherfuckers getting incarcerated, shouting out that Playboy stuff, right? And that is what it is, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. If they throw the invasion, then they throw the invasion. It's up to that fucking audio to hold it down, right? And I'm not saying they won't, man. Broderick is really well known and been around for many, many years. It's an old school audio. But I will say this, Rico Too Smooth gets incarcerated, and Sacramento County Jail is no joke. Okay, I've been there. I've done that. I've ate the soup and the sandwich. You know what I mean? I've been upstairs. It took me forever to get there, but I got there. So I know what Sacramento County Jail is, man. It's an ugly look. It's definitely a sick situation, man, when you're there. And as any county jail is, LA County Jail, you got San Diego, you got Merced County, Stanislaus. It's all fucked up. Fresno, they're going through it too. Everyone has their own standard of living while you're in there, and of course, you got to abide by the agenda of your cause and whatever you're into, and that's just the way it goes. Rico Too Smooth, I believe he's going to go in there, and we're going to see how it works out for him. Okay, I don't have nothing against that guy personally. I don't have not one thing against him, man. I think he's a talented rapper. I love his music. I think he's with the homeboys and he's doing his thing. But at the same time, you know, Sacramento County Jail becomes a little bit ugly, man, especially when you're from an old school hood like Broderick, man. It seems like you get hated on. Seems like individualism would come into play, man. I don't know. I've just been there and done it. I'm not woofing on Sax about the motherfucking business. And that's what worries me about that individual is how with the business Sacramento is, man. Them street politics overrule everything. They're not playing. They like to kill people over there, allegedly. Now, so we'll see how it all works out for him, man. Many blessings and prayers. And I hope that he's able to come out, man, and continue in this career. But let's get back to the whole red alert issue. The red alert issue is we got a red alert. We got a red alert. Red alert is where they all at. They're gone, right? It seems like they were all taken out. You know what I mean? Uno, dos, tres. And they hit them, popped at them, right? Now they're gone. Now we're going to have to sit back as fans, as raza, and wait. We got to play the waiting game. It seems like Mexicans are always playing the waiting game, huh? We're always waiting for something. Hey, what are you going to do today? I'm going to go on the welfare line away from my food stamps. They fucked them up, my social worker. You know what I mean? I got to wait. I'm playing the waiting game today. Hey, what are you going to do? I'm waiting over here I'm filing for child support. You know what I mean? Hey, bro, do you even got your kid? My Vito does. You know what I mean? Hey, what are you doing over here today? I'm playing the waiting game. Yeah, I'm waiting right here in the segunda. I'm in the line. You know, I'm trying to get my ticket so I can go in there. I'm going to give me a elote. You know what I mean? We're always playing the waiting game. I mean, that's just life. You know, being a brown man, you're used to waiting. You never go to the head of the class or the front of the line. Why? Because we're not supposed to. That's the way it's worked out for us. You wait, putos, right? So, can I have 3 tacos de carne asada con toda? Espérate. You know what I mean? Wait. Everything is wait. And that's what these guys are going to be doing, incarcerated. They're going to be waiting. You know, I hope they understand what a red alert is. The red alert means wait. You know what I mean? Stop. Hammer time. You know what I mean? And if you got to bring a hammer if you want a hammer dance, like Jay Dixon. So anyways, and saying it with my chest, I will say that it's just an unfortunate situation that these guys all got incarcerated around the same time. But isn't it a quinky dinky? Isn't it a coincidence, gente? You know, I can see, okay, NWA. You can see, okay, Ice Cube, fuck it. You know what I mean? You say, fuck the police, coming straight from the underground. They got his ass, right? And maybe Dr. Dre gets caught getting a mamon in a fucking drop top, right? Okay, these two guys are incarcerated. But then he's eating rent too? ¿Está bien? Right? Fuck, right? I mean, that's the way it looks. You know, now you have to look and dig deeper into it, gente. Did these guys pose a potential threat out there in Northern California by generating a lot of tension and a lot of coming together? Absolutely. These guys were placed in this group, Holmes, not only because they were super ultra talented in what they did individually, but because they hit all corners of the map in Northern California, right? So this coming together of this super group, man, posed a very potential threat to law enforcement. You know, because a lot of people from everywhere would come together. What did I say? I've been saying it. Fuck, how many times I gotta say it? Say it with my chest like West, only with nothing in my asshole, right? I'm gonna say it for reals. When gente, raza, specifically, even my black brothers, man, the Africanos, when we come together for power, when we come together, homes, in the masses, when we come together to make shit happen, people start tripping. Fuck that. Now you're going to have a whole bunch of norteños and concerts at car shows running around, fucking acting a fool. They're going to act up. Orale, you know what I mean? Nah, they don't want that. Why? I mean, you have to be a fucking idiot to not understand why they don't want that. You know, they're thinking it's going to breed criminality. They're going to think it's going to bring more criminals to their town, more dangerous situations, more gang fights. Because these guys, you know, they basically, I'm not necessarily going to put it on them and say they were out there gang banging like that. But those that know what's up, right? They were out there doing it. It was a thin line between love and hate. They was out there between love and hate, stuck between a rock and two hard places, right? They was doing their thug dizzle, but at the same time, it is what it is. At the end of the day, to each man his own. Whatever he wants to do, if he wants to put himself in a caja or fucking jump up out the box and do his thing, that's totally up to him. But the way that people see it, the powers that may be, seeing it as a threat, That's what I believe. Because it's like they picked him off coordinated. Now, I understand one of them had to turn himself in. The other one, he got caught up. The next one, he gets caught up. Another homeboy gets caught up that's closely affiliated. Fucking Jesus Christ, help me one time. Say what you tell Jesus Christ. We need some help. We need some help. They're picking off young raza before they're even able to bloom. To which the concrete bred a fucking flower. And then the fuckers exterminated it, hit it with that fucking, exterminal. Because they're not trying to let anybody bloom, especially the raza, man. Especially the brown people. Because I told you guys, and I've said it before and I'm going to say it again, when we come together, man, it gets ugly. Not ugly in a sense, bad things happen, but good things happen. Home's ugly to them, beautiful for us. It's never going to be beautiful. Hey, get to the back of the line, vato. ¿Sabe qué? We ain't fucking with you right now. We're out of churros. Well, I know you want one. I don't even want a churro. I want a brownie. What? Let's get rid of those two. So brownie, get behind the line, brownie. You know what I mean? And that's what it is. We got nothing coming. But Red Alert is a group that I think, if they were business savvy and smart, would also include some more individuals. Keep it pumping, keep the momentum going, keep rocking. If a couple more get locked up, you might as well just say, fuck it, stick a fork in them. I'm just go to Wiener Schnitzel and get you a fucking Coney dog. It's over, right? But for the most part, if they could keep this ball rolling, helps keep this momentum going, I think they'll be all right. The Spencer, for Babyface Wood, he's going to do his time like a Sav, I believe. Young Iggs, he's doing his tiempo. And of course, man, you got fucking Rico Too Smooth, who's trying to do it real Rico Too Smooth up in that motherfucker. Sacramento's no joke. I don't wish that upon nobody. Shit, suck. The soup is good though. I ain't gonna lie. You get a little cup and shit. That shit was bomb. And then you're starved for the rest of the fucking day and night. Just what it is. Anyways, so I just wanted to bring that to the attention of people that haven't noticed the pattern there. And then of course you got, just like I've been saying every other day, man, more rappers dying. More rappers dying. We lost 2 more over this past week. These young rappers, man, they're clappers. I'm not even gonna call them rappers anymore. Hey, you listen to hip hop? Yeah, they're straight from the hip. They hop up it right here. Yeah, I call them clappers. Yeah, I fucks with the clappers. What do you mean, rappers? Nah, clappers, homes, because these fools be clapping each other. They are not playing. They're on a different playing field and a different level than I've ever fucking seen. Back in the days, it was, gangster, gangster at the top of the list. Now it's like, pew, pew, hang, 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 to whatever degree of gun that is, right? But they're using them. Shit, laser tag, in a real way. They ain't playing. Anyways, it's just unfortunate that another young super group, man, like Red Alert, is chopped down at the base before they get a chance to start. Is it over yet? Charlie Holmes, it ain't never, ever over. But it definitely has slowed down the wheel of progression. And so we're going to see where it goes from there, man. All I can say to the Voltas that are incarcerated, keep doing your thug thing, man. Ain't nothing going to stop you. Only you can stop you as a brown person, as a black person, as any type of person. You can't let anyone hinder what you got going on, man. Keep the motherfucking boca bocaing, and you're going to be all right. You know what I mean? If you fucking choose to let it slow you down and to get you down, well then, don't let no one get you down. Then that's on you. You know what I mean? I can't call it like an alcoholic. One thing I can say is, back in the days, do you think you slowed Sir Dino down here when he was like, bing, da, bam, see the photos in my town, and I'm going to put it down. He was getting his. Or do you think it slowed Kid Frost down when he was like, don't. This is for la raza. Nah, see, let me tell you guys something. There was always a target on the brown man's back and the black man's back, man. There's always been a target. It's just what it is, man. It's up to you to duck and dodge and evade them bullets, humps. It's up to you to really make it happen. So yeah, I just think it was a coincidence. I wanted to bring it to the light. Something I think's going on, man. Red Alert, 3 of them incarcerated out of the group. Seems a little bit fucking pescado to me. Seems a little bit tuna to me. Seems a little bit yay tuna tacos to me, right? But I don't know. I guess we're just gonna have to kick on back and find out. With that being said, man, to all the gente that are supporters of them guys, support them. Continue to support them, man. They need you. I definitely rock their music. I know that they don't like me, but I like their music, and that's what it's gonna be like, because I'm gonna show respect, and I hope that the youngsters prosper, man. That, and I hope they don't kill me. Bang, bang. And in that fashion. You know what I mean? With that being said, I hope that you move smooth with a purpose. I hope that you get everything that you want coming to you. Remember, at the end of the day, it's all about struggling and striving for you and yours and your familia. You know what I mean? Do what you got to do, because they know we're going to do it for you. Oh, bro. Can you hit that like and subscribe one time, man? That would really help me out. Sounds good. There's a thumbs up button right there. Just hit it. It's going like this. Puto, puto, puto. Fuck with me, right? Hit that, tap that one time. If not, it's all good, man. You can hit that thumbs down. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive and struggle for what I truly believe in, and that's the betterment of all people, social status of equality, and a coming together for everybody for power. We need our issue. Can we get ours? Can we get ours? Charlie Meester, back to the well, because you guys ain't got shit coming. I guess we gonna have to take it then. Bang, bang.